Hello, miracle workers! Welcome to another special episode of Unlocking Miracles, Janergy's Guide to Life, Love, and Leadership. And for today, I have a special guest. I will introduce this person to you. Okay, this person is a graduate of University of Portsmouth, United Kingdom. So this is a Business Information Technology. And take note, the only Filipino in the entire university to have this distinction. Wow. First, first honors. Yan. And also, he has taken advanced diploma in business administration, major in information technology at Thames International Business School. He's all the way from Cebu. So right now he's in Cebu. And I met this guy from Toastmasters. In fact, we served at as a division director, no? So siya sa C, ako sa M at the time ng pandemic. And right now, he's an entrepreneur, owner of Bike Yard. And Bike Yard at Mandaue City. So we'll learn more about that. And I'm so excited to introduce him to you para malaman natin anong mga miracle stories niya. Friends, help me welcome here at Unlocking Miracles, Jedvi Tan.
Hello. Good evening, friends and the viewers of Unlocking Miracles. It's an honor to be here with Director Janice.
Huwag namang direktor. Janice na lang.
Okay, with
Tapos na yung mga
Janice.
posisyon na yan. Hindi na tayo director ngayon. Ayan, you can call me Janice. Yan. So, Jedfrey, how are you? What are you grateful for today?
Very good. I'm grateful for the weather. So it has been raining the past few days here in Cebu.
Mm,
Last
okay.
night, in fact, it rained. It poured. It was pouring very hard. But it was a welcome break from the hot summer that we had. So hopefully it will stay cool so that we don't get dehydrated and we don't get high blood.
Yeah. And I'm very excited because next year, our district conference or DISCON, as we call it in Toastmasters, will happen in Cebu.
Yes, that's correct. We're all excited to have another district convention here in Cebu. And the venue is
Yeah.
actually very nice. It's quite new and it's by the beach.
Ayan. So for our listeners here who are Toastmasters, kaway-kaway. And welcome to this show. Yeah. And yeah. So let's get to know Jedfrey. How are you both as a father and as an entrepreneur, Jedfrey?
Okay, so it's actually hard to juggle both roles at the same time. But as an entrepreneur, we were actually trained by my grandparents with under yung very traditional Chinese upbringing. So they taught us that, the early bird catches the worm. So we have to wake up early, we have to open the shop early so that whenever there are customers waiting already, we get we get the sales right away. So we were taught to start early and to close late. So we are also open on Sundays, even on holidays. We don't take any
Mm.
breaks. So that
Wow.
was our kind of training. But when COVID happened, my point of view really shifted because this time I told myself that I need to spend more time with family members, with my parents, with my kids, and just create memories, more memories with them. So at 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 the start, I sort of instead of opening whole day on Sundays, I said, okay, open lang until lunchtime or after until 1 o'clock, and then I close. But after a few months, I just decided to close on Sundays and just really dedicate my Sundays to family and
Yung
to spending time
family.
with the kids.
And how was it? Nagbago ba yung sales mo? Or was it better?
Recently, because I think of the demand then, the sales are a bit low, but siguro on the other side naman, what I'm grateful for is when I made this decision is that I get to spend more time with the kids. So I have like one full day with them. I
Yeah.
get to bring them around. So I get to bring them to swimming lessons. And then afterwards, we either go to the mall, do things that they like. Or if we don't have any activities set for that specific Sunday, then we just stay at home. and I just rest.
Yeah, no, kasi yung mga bata 'di ba ang bilis lang nila lumaki. I have a niece, 'pag tinitingnan ko yung mga pictures niya nung bata pa siya, uy, ang laki niya na ngayon, 8 years old na siya ngayon, parang kailan lang keri-keri ko lang siya. 'Di
Yes,
ba,
yes,
ang
that's
bilis lang
what.
ng panahon, bilis lang
That's
nila
true.
lumaki. So it's a
Sabi
good
nga nila,
decision.
you spend more time with the kids while they want to spend more time with, or while they want to spend time with you. Because when they grow up and they start hanging out with friends, oh, mahirap na. You'll be the one begging them to go out with you, to have dinner with
Oo,
you. Yung tipong ganun na sa mga scenario. So
oo.
while they're still young, let's try to create more memories, wonderful memories with them.
Yeah. Clingy pa sila at this point? They're
At
looking
this
for
point, no,
you,
not
they're getting your
anymore.
attention.
Not anymore. Kasi my eldest is already 7, and then
Ah,
the next to him is 5 years old
5
already.
years old. Oh, nice. Okay. So, speaking of miracle stories, I'm interested to know, Jedfrey, ano ba yung mga miracle stories na pwede mo ikwento sa'min?
Okay. Siguro it's really not more on the miracle, but more on being able to manifest and being able to make this big dream of mine happen. So I think many in our circle knows that I've been trying so hard to win that district championship for evaluation speech contest. In fact, I've been competing for more than a decade already. So when I started as a newbie, I had my eyes set on becoming a district champion. For the reason that at that time, our club hasn't produced a district champion for evaluation yet. So I told myself, okay, I want to dream big and I want to be the first ever district champion for our club. So that I started my journey with evaluation. With that mindset, with that goal in mind, that I really want to get that trophy. A year or 2 years after, I was lucky enough to proceed all the way to district. So I competed back in Bulacan for the mid-year convention. Unfortunately, I lost. So a few years after, I joined again. In fact, I joined five other division contests after that time. But unfortunately, I keep getting stuck at placing second. I never place first. So I don't get to proceed to the district level anymore. And last year was particularly hard for me because I kind of made this realization na I've been competing already for 10 years. And what if this is really not for me? So until when do I say, until when do I say na tama na, this is the end of my journey? Or until when do I say that, okay, I need to push myself some more and really aim for that goal? And at one incident kasi after division contest, a person who I look up to actually approached me and told me, "Uy, Jetfree, I think, you need to reconsider kasi evaluation might not be for you. You're more suited for another speech category." So at the time, I just brushed off the comment na parang, no, 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 I really want this. This has been my goal for so many number of years already, so I want to finish this by hook or by crook. But last year, when I was pondering, or when I was trying to sort of just reflect on the years that passed, I kind of felt na baka nga totoo yung sinabi niya, no? Maybe I'm not cut out for evaluation. So no matter how hard I try, this might be the reason that I'm not progressing to the district level. So I keep getting stuck at the division level. But because I really wanted this dream to happen, or for this dream to materialize, I said, sige, let's try one more time. And this will be the last time. If ever I don't get it, then I'm ready to say goodbye. So I actually delivered a speech about my journey, and the title of my speech was the dream that almost never came to be. Because I was so close to giving up. I was so close to just saying, tama na, it's enough already. But luckily, this time, I surpassed yung division contest and then I was able to compete. Luckily also during the runoffs, I managed to pull off I managed to get past the runoffs and then I was able to compete at our Davao District Convention.
Grabe yung journey mo, Jedby, 'no? Kaya talagang I was there and I really witnessed yung ano mo, yung pag-iyak mo. Kasi nga, 'di ba 10 years nga naman na it's a dream come true. And I can also sense the pressure kasi at that time, ikaw yung una nag-compete, right? 4 kayo, 'di ba, sa club?
Yes.
Ikaw ba yung unang-una nag-compete, 'di ba?
Yes,
Tapos
evaluation was first.
oo, you were 4 ano, 4 representatives kayo sa club niyo sa Taipan. And 'di ba, ikaw yung una nag-compete. So talaga imagine ko yung pressure na nasa iyo na kailangan manalo kasi hindi lang 'to para sa'kin, para dito sa club ko. 'Pag ako hindi nag-place, yung mga kasamahan ko nag-place, 'di ba, parang may gano'n ding factor 'no. And
Yes.
it's a healthy competition, it's a good ano naman siya, positive ano naman, reinforcement naman and push. Yeah, and I'm sure marami ka na-inspire because of that. And when I learned about your story, sabi ko, hindi ako papayag na hindi maparinig 'yan sa mas maraming tao. Kahit nahiyang-hiya ka at ilang beses mo na akong mino-move kasi sabi mo shy ka. Pero I mean, sabi nga nila, if you have to shine your own light to encourage other people to shine theirs as well. It doesn't mean na nagsa-shine ka ng light mo, niyayabang mo sarili mo at yung iba pinu-put off mo yung light. In fact, we want to inspire more people to dream bigger, 'di ba, to aim bigger, na to really discover kung ano rin yung purpose nila sa buhay. Okay, let's talk about, yung business mo. Ang tagal mo na rin ginagawa yung business mo 'no?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. What's about your business that you find fulfillment in doing it?
So our family business actually is on motorcycle parts and bicycle parts. So we are third generation na doing this business. So it started off with my grandparents and then passed on to my parents and then now to us. Yung level namin, me and my siblings are also engaged in the same business. So we are originally from Mindanao, and then since because most of us studied in Cebu, we have sort of started and opened our businesses here in Cebu na. And for a while, I was helping out my brother with his business until mga 8, 9 years ago, I decided to start my own. So I opened a bicycle shop, and it's called Bike Yard. It's located in Mandaue, and I try to focus more on sa bicycle. So the main bulk of our products are on mga mountain bikes, but hopefully in the next few months I'll be able to venture into yung for the triathlons because they're starting to become big again, and then many people are starting to go back into joining mga triathlons and marathons.
And how was it for you nung pandemic? Did you close shop ba nung time na yun?
Yeah, we had to close because I think it was a national mandate, no, that we
Lockdown.
need to close for mga 3 months. But when the city decided to open, when they felt it was safe to open, we were surprised. I think many or all of the bicycle shops actually are so happy during that time. Kasi because of the yung because of the
Social
protocols.
distancing.
Yes, the social distancing, so
Oh,
you're not allowed
yes.
to take any cabs or any public
Oo,
transportation. So people were
yes.
forced to buy bicycles kasi pati Grab bawal, 'di ba? Pati yung
Yeah.
mga motorcycle services, yung passenger services bawal siya. So the only option at that time was really to get a bicycle.
So,
And
tumaas ang
then
sales niyo at that time?
sales was really good.
Mm,
Sales was really
yeah.
good at that time. And
Oh,
then many companies were sponsoring their employees to get a bicycle kasi ang hirap to commute. So I think it was true for the rest of the world.
Yeah.
For a few months, we were really, really getting a lot of parang sales. I'm pretty sure other bicycle shops also were so overwhelmed with the number of customers lining up outside their stores. That, that was
Galing.
that was one of the good effect of COVID for our industry.
Oo. Naging solusyon kayo sa problema, actually, 'di
Yes,
ba?
and
Yeah.
then of course may mga so the first few people that we sold to were yung mga frontliners. Kasi
Hmm.
sila yung allowed to go
Oo.
out first, di ba, initially.
Yes.
And then it was so fulfilling in a sense na you're able to help them. Like when you hear their stories, they had to wait for an hour or 2 hours just so they can get home.
Yes,
Tapos they're so
oo.
happy to be able to get another option for their transportation, mode of transportation, di ba? And then, of course, we also
Galing.
appreciate yung mga ginagawa nila for everybody during that time. Sila yung nakasalang kasi, di ba? So they're
Hmm.
the ones taking care of people who get sick or who get contracted with the virus. And parang iba din yung feeling at that time to be able to help them solve one of their problems.
Nice. I actually, that's what also I envision na maraming Pilipino ang mag-venture into biking. Hindi lang kasi safe yung roads natin for biking, eh. Pero 'di ba,
I guess
kasi
yan talaga yung kulang natin.
it's healthier and it's also environment friendly. Kasi 'di ba wala ng yung emission, smoke emission, yung mga ganyan, 'di ba?
Yes, yes. If only our government can really push for yung mga bike to work and creating a
Hmm.
safe space for the bikers. Kasi if even if may bike lanes, I think even in Manila where you have bike lanes, hindi pa rin safe eh kasi
Hindi nga.
the bike lanes get invaded by mga motorcycles,
Oo.
sometimes by mga four-wheel vehicles also. And ano ba
Yes.
naman yung bike versus the four-wheel vehicles? Walang
Oo.
kalaban-laban. So kawawa talaga
Yes.
yung mga cyclists natin. And then
Oo.
I heard stories pa nga na minsan pag side by side sila ng mga buses, tapos pag sobrang lakas na magpatakbo ng mga buses, parang nahihila sila eh.
Puwede silang maano, oo.
Oo. So hindi rin safe for it's really not safe for our cyclists.
Yeah. So, noong time na yon nung pandemic dahil okey lang dahil konti lang nagbibiyahe, 'di ba, safe. Pero
They
ngayon
were the king of the road kasi walang ibang pwede.
oo, 'di ba, wala kasi masyadong nagbibiyahe nun. Pero
Oo.
eto ngayon, hindi na. Pero yeah, ang ganda ng story, eh, 'no, kasi from, crisis, 'di ba, nagkaroon ng opportunity. So, for
Yes.
those who are watching us right now are also thinking of putting up their own business someday, so madalas yung pagiging business owner, roller coaster talaga yan, eh. May ups and downs and then talagang nate-test yung resiliency mo as a business owner and paano ka paano ka makaka-catch ng opportunity kaagad, eh, 'di ba? Para ma-tweak mo yung ano mo, para mag-survive and even mag-thrive yung business mo. Ang ganda.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, do you
Actually,
have
all
plans of
businesses will
ano
go through
yeah?
ganon. Will go through a cycle. In fact, before COVID, I was already contemplating of closing down kasi nga medyo matumal na yung sales. So
Oh.
we were at the decline at that time. Tapos, all of a sudden, opportunity came. Tapos, 'di ba, ubos-ubos
Mm.
yung mga stocks at the time kasi wala din namang supply coming in since close si China, close yung mga
Oo.
factories.
So,
So
how
we
did you
had
work it
to,
out, yung gano'n? Nung nagkaroon ba kayo ng lack of supply, gano'n?
sobrang limited supply at that time. Kasi nga, close yung factories in China and
Mm.
then they
Hindi mo
only
kayo
opened
makapag-import.
September, October. So walang mga new stocks coming in. And then China was also not accepting any orders according to our suppliers. So really had to wait for them to open. Tapos nung nag-open naman, sabay-sabay din yung mga stocks na pumasok. So medyo parang naging hard na rin yung, or naging tough na rin yung competition right away when the supply
Oo.
came in.
Yes, oversupply na. Oo. Yeah, ang ganda. So, you have any plans of franchising your business na?
Well, if there's an opportunity, why not? Di ba?
O, 'di
So,
ba?
kasi parang yun naman din talaga yung hinahanap natin as business owners. We look for that opportunity.
Yeah,
So, if,
papakilala
if
kita
we
dun
kaya,
sa friend papakilala kita dun sa friend ko na ano, franchise consultant.
sige, sige, that would be helpful.
Baka magandang opportunity yan na maglagay ka na rin dito wala ka dito sa Metro Manila, right?
Wala, wala.
Sa Cebu ka pa lang, oo. Lagay tayo sa mga areas na kailangan ng bike. Sa Batanes, walang
Pwede,
traffic dun.
magandang market yan.
Oo, kaya lang 'pag dun daw pala sa Batanes, gusto ka na ba ng Batanes?
I haven't. Gusto ko nga eh. Pero
Hindi,
sabi
gusto
nila,
ko
di
rin
ba,
makapunta dun. Ano nga lang daw pagka yung weather hindi maganda, masa-stranded ka sa Batanes.
be ready to get
Limited
stranded. Kasi
yung
sabi
ano, 'di
nila,
ba, yung lipad ng mga
tama.
eroplano.
And then pag kunwari may little bad weather, hindi na rin sila lumilipad. So best to go during summers. Yun yung sabi nila.
Oo, summers or like early part of the year yata. Mga
Mm.
January, February, gano'n. Ayan. So, yun naman ang kagandahan sa organization natin sa Toastmasters. We actually get to also have leisure time kapagka conventions natin kasi 'di ba nakakapunta tayo sa mga iba-ibang lugar. Oo. So, sana one day meron ding convention sa Batanes. Pumunta tayo sa
Ano?
Batanes.
Propose natin.
Baka walang ano dun, walang convention site dun. Under the tree lang tayo
Like a tree.
mag-convention dun. Ayan. So, meron ka pa ba ikukuwento sa atin na sa mga viewers natin na story? Meron pa ba?
Siguro ano lang, yung what I learned from my journey.
Okay.
Continuing on from yung sa contest journey ko. To all our viewers, I really hope that you remember lang na once you have your eyes set on something, on a dream, on a goal, just hang on to it. Do not give up, even if others try to sway you na, oy, you're not fit for this, or you're not enough to, or it's not enough to be able to get this. Just try to, instead of sulking over these negative comments, no, maybe what you can do is try to think of ways on how to overcome itong mga shortcomings. And then eventually just be persistent, just continue trying until you finally get it. Because what happened to me was that in God's own time, He gave me yung dream ko. He made it happen. And because of all the hardships that I went through, because of all the obstacles I encountered, parang success at that point in time was 1,000 times sweeter and better because I know na I know what I went through, and I can really say that I poured my heart and soul into finally making that dream come true. So never, never give up.
Yay! And I'm sure naka-relate ka rin dun sa humorous speaker natin, si Sir Rene, na hindi na nanalo.
Yes.
Nag siya second place
Yes.
and then finally naging champion din siya, 'no? So, timing lang. I really believe in the perfect timing. Basta for as long as you never ever give up on the dream, bibigay at bibigay naman talaga sa'yo ni Lord 'yan. It could be fast, it could be slow, basta for as long as nagpupursige tayo, we are keep upgrading ourselves, 'no? I'm sure yung walang nasayang sa 10 taon na 'yon. Everything
Yes. Yes.
add up to the Gen 3 that we have right now, 'di ba? And I'm so
Yes. Yes.
excited, sana ang next version ni Gen 3 ay nagte-train na siya ng mga future evaluation champions. Or
Why
even
not?
oh, 'di ba? Or even yung mga napag-usapan natin, mga entrepreneurs na kailangan ng support in terms of giving feedback. Kasi 'di ba, kailangan-kailangan 'yan ng mga, business leaders, yung i-mentor ng maayos ang kanilang mga tao para hindi sila iniiwan. At yung
True,
mga
true.
tao
Pero
naman
ganito
ay
naman talaga tayo sa Toastmasters, di ba? We're always willing to
oo,
give back and share whatever
yes,
we learned over the years.
yes. Oo. So, for those who are watching na hindi pa Toastmaster, yan, feel free to get in touch with Jedfrey, especially you are in Cebu, yan, because they are now meeting in person, 'di ba? Nagmi-meet na kayo in person in
Yep.
Taipan? Tuwing kailan ba meeting ninyo sa Taipan?
For my home club, Taipan, we meet every second, fourth, and fifth Wednesdays. But if ever you're in Cebu and you're free on other days, please get in touch with me or our other division officers or our other active members in Division C, and we will be happy to assist you
Hmm.
and we'll be happy to help you find a club who has a meeting on the days that you're here.
Yes, yes, no. So, yan. So, please get in touch with Jedfrey, so that ma-meet niyo rin siya in person. And I'm sure if you got to meet Jedfrey, magpa-autograph kayo sa kanya kasi district champion niya. And ano, hindi, I just
Wala pa,
wanna
hindi pa
honor you.
nagsisink in.
I just wanna honor you, Jetfrey, kasi ikaw yung isa sa mga kasamahan ko sa Toastmasters na masayahin, masayang kasama, online, offline. I mean, i you ano lang 'no, light lang, cool lang, saka laging masaya. And I feel we need more people like you na to spread positivity and happiness in this world kasi masyadong mabigat na ang mundo at kung hindi pa tayo magiging masaya, 'di ba, papaano na lang, 'di ba? So
Actually, some people think, di ba, na serious tayo sa Toastmasters meetings natin.
oo, yes.
Yun yung common misconception talaga.
Connotation
Tapos yung
nila
iba parang,
'no,
takot ako kasi, oh.
baka
But for me
iki-criticize yung
kasi,
grammar
I look
ko,
forward
yung
to
mga
Toastmasters
ganyan.
meeting. Kasi parang,
Yes. Yeah. So you were mentioning about how serious we are perceived as ano ba, as speakers, as Toastmasters. Tapos nagugulat na lang sila
very
'pag
serious.
umattend na sila ng meeting, ay mga kalog din pala 'tong mga 'to, mga crazy people din pala 'tong mga 'to, 'di ba? So, yeah, encouraging everyone to go ahead, visit a Toastmasters Club meeting. Kami naman sa Presidents, we are meeting every second and fourth Monday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Most of our meetings are online. And soon, I'll invite you to become RGE din sa club namin, Gen3, so that you get to meet. We have a lot of new
Sure, sure.
members then in our club right now, and most of them are Gen Zs. O, 'di ba? Mga Gen Zs na gustong gumaling sa public speaking and be more confident. So, yeah, we would love to support each other. And yeah, may any social media accounts you'd like to promote? Paano ba kanila makokontak?
Yes. So for my bike shop, I have a Facebook page. It's called Backyard Enterprise or Backyard ENT. So that is where I usually post yung mga new products namin.
Ayan. O message nyo lang si Jen. Ano yan, very accommodating yan. Okay? Thank you, Jen. Thank you for your time to share with us your story,
Thank you,
inspiring
Dad.
story, and your positivity, di ba? O, di ba? All throughout, nakasmile talaga si Jen for us. And yeah, so if this is your first time to watch this podcast, encouraging everyone to please follow, rate, and subscribe. And then please share this podcast to your friends and families para ma-bless natin sila. Encouraging you to unlock more miracles in your lives and be a blessing to more people. Cheers and see you in the next episode. Bye!